it's a great term, right? Phrase, buzzword, whatever, right? But it's basically the way I look at it is like best practice, right? The analogy I give to it is um, like personal hygiene, right? Wake up in the morning, brush your teeth, right? Floss, right? So when you get a checkup, you visit your doctor, they're telling you, the steps to do, and that's personal hygiene, right? With cybersecurity hygiene, it's basically that kind of stuff. Make sure to check your plans. Make sure if you have a DRP, you know, if you have a disaster recovery plan, business continuity plan, that you're doing checks, right? Make sure that you have your automation in place. If you don't have automation in place, that you have your meetings, that you're doing your checks and balances, you're checking firewall logs, you have teams, you're using best practices in terms of MFA, setting strong password. Uh, Definitely that you have a cybersecurity awareness and training program, right? And you're making sure that people take it seriously, that they, you know, originally being from New York, New Jersey, big for the past 20 years was you see all over the subway, you see something, say something, right? And so that kind of mentality, you see something, you're doing this, you're reinforcing to people. We all, for those of us that have kids, we all know you got to keep telling them to clean their room, right? But then when they're doing it and it becomes habits. So I think cybersecurity hygiene, all these kind of stuff, best practices, do this, do that. There can be a laundry list that we can go through and take up 30 minutes, but it's making sure that this becomes second nature is what I personally feel. Like I said, you can put a checklist. The frameworks have everything that you would need to do, right? We touched on some of them, but you have concepts that evolve, right? People want to talk about zero trust. People want to talk about no passwords. But then people want to tell you got to have it complex as all hell, right? So those things mature and evolve like everything else, right? Whitelisting versus blacklisting and stuff like that. But it's have something, deploy something, practice it, and continual improvement is what I view, cybersecurity hygiene as.